Day 9 brings us Journeyman's Not a King Rye Whiskey. Tips on opening these mini bottles. Now that we're on day 9, I've done a good number of these, and I will say this, as tempting as that little guy is, not a pull tab. Not by any stretch of the imagination. So what you're going to want to do is either get, and I'm serious about this, I do use the bottom of my jeans, but in lieu of that, you can always use a cloth or something else. So you just put that on. It can take some effort, but you'll eventually hear it pop. So if it doesn't come off after that initial twist, keep giving it some twists, and you'll eventually see like a little seam. Have that on the outside, pull away from that seam, and it'll crack open pretty easily. So this mash bill is 60% rye, 35% corn, and 5% barley. Yeah, like a classic circus peanut. Every time I say that, I'm like, no one knows what I'm talking about. Oh, look at those legs. This is a really bright summer fruit, like strawberries, tart cherries. You've got that like vanilla, marshmallowy. I keep saying circus peanut. I found a picture because you people, someone else out there has to know what I'm talking about. So with that, cheers. So this is crazy on the palate. It's not at all like I expected it to be. It does have a lot of that like numbing kind of element to it. So I feel like the flavors you get initially fade pretty quickly and then it turns into this just, well, let me describe it this way. It's kind of like if someone were to play a prank on you and you had like your Fruit Loops and they sprinkled a bunch of like white pepper on it or something. So there's this kind of initial sweetness, very like bright lemon kind of citrusy almost, but then it just gets dark and it gets hot, but not like alcohol hot, like pepper hot quickly. And then it sort of starts to take a turn and then it just becomes like kind of numbing. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if this would be for everyone. There's something interesting about it. I'm gonna have to sit with this one for a little while. I may need to come back to it, let it get some oxygen, definitely try adding some water. This is unique for sure. So I did have to go and get myself some water. And what I discovered while I was doing that and I was away for a bit, I got to sit with the finish. It's actually really pleasant. After that kind of numbness fades, ooh, with just a touch of water, this really became more like an orange dreamsicle, creamy kind of a situation before the heat kicked in. And the heat didn't kick in to quite the degree. Well, it was a fitting tribute to a man who, after being President of the United States, when he asked himself, what's next in life, became a whiskey distiller. Amazing. He apparently was producing up to 11,000 gallons of whiskey every year, which is pretty incredible for the time. What a fun day 9, and I learned something new about the first president that you don't learn in the history books.